Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to make a post for the garage. Here, I've already brought the blank. It's ready. Now we need to trim it. Set it up. We'll get set up and make the post. We have a length of 3.45 meters, and the diameter of the second blank, which I'm going to make, is 50 millimeters. So let's get started. I've already set up the log, and I've marked it. On one side, it turned out like this, but this strange camera, for some reason, sometimes makes sounds but does not turn on. It turned out that it sounded like it was turning on, but in fact it wasn't. But if you've marked it, you always start with the top, so if it doesn't work out here, you won't waste time marking it down there. Otherwise, you might mark it down there, then come back to the top, and it won't fit at all, and you'll have to change the log, and time has already been spent. So first, you mark the top, and then the base. I've marked the top like this. It barely fits, so there will be a little overview here, but nothing serious will happen with this little piece. You can basically do it here. Now, we're getting to the other side. Now the camera is already feeding what we have. Let's sit down. I have a drawing like this again because I don't manage to wake up in 20 minutes in the morning. Before I leave for work, I only remember about the drawing when I'm already on my way, and that's why it's already late, and I remember that I need to stop somewhere to print it out. So I just drew it by hand like this. Here, basically, there's nothing complicated for me. I'll make a post according to my drawings now. Here, basically, there's nothing complicated for me. I'm gonna make a post according to my drawings now. We need to use them so it doesn't fly away. Chop, chop, let's go mark it out. After the favorites. The main thing in marking is not to make mistakes in the corners and dimensions. If you make a mistake, not to make mistakes in the corners and dimensions. If you make a mistake, then later, it's getting very difficult to do everything. Because you'll constantly be bumping into things, that which somewhere it doesn't match, it doesn't fit, and it doesn't work. And if you do all the marking perfectly, then perfect. But everything will be clear and you won't have to struggle why the mass marking is off. You won't have to constantly struggle to figure out why the mass marking is crooked. Now we're starting to mark out the squares like 39 by 30. I'm going to go check how you marked it, whether it's horizontal or vertical, so I don't mess it up. Horizontally, so here we also mark out the square. We sit down horizontally and put down the marks. I always make ones, and then I double check everything because it's 1. It actually turns out to be 1, and here, it's 40. It's the same here. You marked it incorrectly. Maybe the other way around. Here it's 30, so like this 1. Like this and 30. And from 15, so when we shift it, it will be 1530, but right now it's 39, so we set it to 20.5. And also, 1. And 40. I didn't mark something. We're drawing everything. We definitely double check everything with the level, because if we don't, we might accidentally make a mistake somewhere. And after that, everything will be set. All efforts will go to waste. We'll have to struggle later. Then you'll have to suffer again and look for problems. Or we might just have to throw the post away because the size is off. And everything absolutely. Oh. Something interesting perhaps like this. That's it, square block. And that concludes our demonstration of the square block. Everything is clear. Square matches. You can proceed to further manipulations with this door. Well, of course, it would be desirable to double check the flow in full transparency, so that while we were marking one side, we would move to the other, so that it wouldn't roll away anywhere. So here we have the belt level, and now we're moving to this side and checking to make sure everything is level. Let's go to this side, and we're checking here to make sure everything is level. Above the level, everything is level. Everything is clear. We can continue. The next steps. I've marked everything out. I've already applied the markings. Here, smoothness, I'm cutting, and I'll refine the miter cut here. Here. There will be smoothness. Start cutting now. This miter cut is still familiar for now, but right now, I'm cutting, and I'll definitely refine the miter cut here. Let's start cutting.
Subtitles. After measuring and marking the wood carefully, I used a miter saw to make the cut. This tool is essential for achieving a precise and clean cut at the desired angle, ensuring the pieces fit together perfectly.
So, finished it. The pole is already there, it's completely ready. Last night I did finish filming, but when I started looking at the original footage, it became clear that the sound was such that it couldn't be used. So today I got up and came here, and now I'll show you one post, let's say a ready-made element. Here's our post, yeah? Here, the cut is all precise. There's a cut here and a cut there. All these cuts are to the exact size. So just like that, along the lines, everything goes down to a depth of not 4 centimeters. This is where the braces will be inserted. Well, everything here is perfectly straight, completely. It's straight here too, and it's straight here. All that's left is to sign it, and the post is ready with the notches. I'm planing with a plane, and the result is also a flat plane, and this post is all ready. So everything is wonderful. And with that, our video is coming to an end. Thanks everyone for watching, like, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Probably the next video will be about how to make beams. Tomorrow I'll make some more pillars, and the day after tomorrow, and then I'll hope. They're just making the wood for the beams for me, so I'll be able to work on the beams without any worries, and then I'll be back to all the retro beams.